going on, you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you another figure review. And today we're taking a look at Jazwares AEW Unrivaled Series 13. We have Wardlow, Sting, and Darby Allin. If you are interested in grabbing any of these figures, they are now available and shipping from ringsidecollectibles.com. When you guys shop, to use discount code 4LIFE to save 10% off your order at checkout. So here we have the newest Unrivaled wave. We got quite a few bangers in this set. Obviously, Wardlow, we've seen quite a few times in the line. We've actually seen all these guys a few times in the line, but they've kind of been plussed up a little bit here. It's going to be interesting to see what they're all about. You can see that Wardlow does come with a new head scan. He does have a reused one, but he does have one with the hair kind of parted off to the side and the TNT Championship belt. Additionally, some interchangeable hands. Sting, pretty much your same formula that we've gone over and over again. You get a t-shirted, long-shirted Sting underneath with a coat. The same kind of rubber coat. I think it's a different mold, though. We will obviously do a few comparisons of prior Unmatched Sting, which really was one of my favorite figures. Probably still my favorite Jazwares figure made as of today. He does come with a baseball bat as well as a few set of interchangeable hands. And Darby Allin, I believe one of that head scans, or if not both, I don't know. I got to see what we have when we go to comparisons. But I do think that Screaming scan is new. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then again, it's the same formula. You do get that kind of rubber jacket. You get the chain, the tattoos, and the interchangeable hands. But for your packaging, it is your standard AEW Unrivaled box. You get the gold foil here on the top, Unrivaled logo. You get the images of each wrestler on the front. Flipping over to the side, you get the AEW logo. And flipping all the way around, AEW logo, figure number, and series. On the back, the beautiful images of each wrestler, as well as the other figures in the wave. Let's come back, crack all these guys out of their packaging, and see what they're all about. Alright, so up first, we're going to take a look at Wardlow out of the packaging, and he comes with quite a few accessories, so you do get a set of interchangeable fisted hands, as well as the open hands that are on the figure. You do get two head scans, so you get this kind of Screaming scan. This is a brand new scan for Wardlow with the hair part off to the side. I really do like the sculpt. Again, we've seen this other head sculpt quite a few times on his prior figures. To me, this just looks so much better. Really like the kind of effects to the face. And for the millionth time, we get the oversized TNT Championship belt. I just feel like this belt is just slightly too big with the strap, but it does look nice. Has a nice back finish with the kind of gold and red paint on there, as well as the kind of side plates. Looks really nice. Other than the scaling, I feel like it's just a tad too big, but that's just my opinion here. But I wanted to compare the head scans real quick. Let me know in the comments down below which one do you like. Not say this is bad. We've seen it quite a few times, but this new one I feel like is the selling point. And we will swap on this new Screaming scan. Oh yeah, that is money, man. I really do like that. I'm a fan of Wardlow. I don't really get the deal with AEW. It's really hard to get invested in a character. I feel like they're on TV. They're pushing them. Before you know it, they're off and no longer on. But this figure does look nice. I do like the red gear too. It's got some nice pattern designs too, if you guys can see that over here. Let's see if I can zoom in and get a better shot of that. Nice pattern all over the singlet. He does kind of have the wolves on the side here. You guys can see that. Same on the other side. Continuing on the back, you will see it says Wardlow all the way down the singlet. I got the black finish here. I will say there's a little bit of like a gappage. I don't know if you guys can see that on the crotch piece of the torso. Looks like the crotch piece is just a tad bigger. I don't know if I haven't noticed that on my prior Wardlow figures or what, but I am noticing it here. I will say I wish he had some bigger arms, man. For the most part, I feel like Wardlow's a pretty cut up dude. Just a little more definition to it. I really want to see some new kind of retooled arms for a lot of these bigger guys. I don't know, just my opinion. But continuing on, you will see, it seems like I don't know if there's gappage around his crotch piece here. Maybe it's because there's a little bit of articulation to swivel it out. But if you can see on his knee pads here, he's got the black knee pads, and behind it you've got the kind of painted on legs to give that effect. Additionally, he does have the plain black boots. So all in all, a nice figure. I will say I did notice this. His left arm, for some reason, the hands just pop off really easy. And you can see there is a little bit more of a force generally with these figures. Let's try the fisted hand while we're at it. See if it is the same effect. Yeah, the hand is a little loose. I mean, I guess that's not the end of the world, but I did want to point that out. But I am really digging the look of this Wardlow. Next up, we are taking a look at Darby Allin. So his accessories do include also a set of interchangeable fisted hands. You can see if he's got these kind of tattoo marks on his fingers. Nice detail in there. He does have these sculpted hand tape on there. I really do like the look of it. I will point it out because it does bother me. I don't like when the pegs are different colors than the hand. That is really annoying. You also do get an interchangeable head. Some more of the plain look. I do like the Screaming Scan a lot better. I will say, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but you will, if you guys can notice, see if I can zoom in and get this. His eyebrow is kind of missing a little paint there. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but I don't like that. I am a stickler for missing paint on the face, especially the eyebrows. They used to be a big issue with Mattel figures when they were painting them on. But the head scans do look nice. I really do like the Screaming Skin. Got the nice kind of blonde hair going here with the side face paint. Looks great on both. You can see the sculpting of the hair is a little different for each. So it's good you get some options here with this Darby Allin. The rest of the figure is pretty much the same formula that we've gotten time and time again for Darby figures from Jazwares. He does have this leather jacket, which, again, when they first designed this and I got my first Darby figure, I was really blown away on how soft and how pliable these rubber coats were versus what Mattel was giving us. But I don't know. I just kind of want to see something a little different. Maybe some more innovative design. Again, there's really nothing to it. It is easy to get on and off. You got the sculpted hood on here, but it's just a plain black jacket. We will pop his hands back on to make it complete this review. Always remove those hands, man. It just makes it so much easier removing those either rubber coats or even soft goods, because sometimes you can't rip them. But you can see, here's your Darby Allin. He does have his tattoo on his chest and neck. He's got the full arm tattoo as well. I will say, I don't really like the look of the arm tattoo. I feel like it's just too black. I wish it was a little more of like a tattoo color, if that makes sense. Flipping over again on the other side, you can see he's got this kind of skeleton on his back, the spine. Got Relentless up here. And the shorts, again, I believe we've seen the same exact one. I can't keep track because we've gotten quite a few Darbys. He's got the jorts here, and he's got the long tights going on underneath with the camo boots. Looks really good. Again, no complaints here. If you guys wanted to swap the head, again, he does also come with a chain. I forgot to mention that. If you want to swap the head, you can do a head swap and see what that looks like on the figure. But personally, I think the Screaming Scan is the best one. And for a quick Darby Allin comparison, I believe this is the unmatched figure here on the right. This is one of my favorites in my collection that I've kept and actually used on display for Darby Allin. You can see the differentiation between the hair. Again, it is kind of the same formula. You get the jorts, the tights, the same combat boots here. You get a leather jacket, but this one did come with the skateboard, which I actually prefer. I do actually like this head scan a little more than this one, and if you guys wanted to see the third head scan here, between all three, you can get some comparisons. But let me know down below if you like this Darby better than the unmatched figure. And the last figure we're taking a look at in this video review is Sting, without a doubt the biggest name in the set, and one I was the most excited for. I'm sure a lot of us were. But again, it is the same formula that we've gotten with Sting, and I get it. He's a big name. They should be pumping him out, right? So we've seen him in the Unmatched series. He came with the, I believe it was the Rampage ring as a ringside collectible exclusive with that Screaming head scan, and he's also been a Walmart exclusive with that half kind of face paint to match Darby Allin. So here we get another version of Sting. He comes with a coat, the baseball bat, but additionally you do get a set of fisted interchangeable hands. And I will give Jazwares a big compliment here. I think without a doubt they do the best baseball bat for Sting ever. I even have these on my Mattel swapped out. I love the stitching on the handle and kind of the black finish. This looks more like an aluminum bat and not that wooden crap that Mattel gave us, all those grooves in it. Painted black, but you will see as far as the coat, it is very minimalistic. It's just a plain black trench coat. The only detailing you're going to have is that decal of the Scorpion logo on the back. Nothing else really to it. He does come with these open hands for him to hold the baseball bat on the figure. If you guys want to take a quick look, these gloved hands do have some nice sculpting to it. But we will remove the trench coat off and take a look at it off of the figure. Again, very minimalistic. The Unmatched figure really had a nice kind of sculpting to it, and a lot of designs really toyetic. And I'm just, not that I dislike this figure, but something about this head scan doesn't look quite right. Like, I don't know if it's the size of it or even the look of it. I guess it's just more of a smug look. Something different for sure. He does kind of have these same slick black hair that brown hair that we've seen before for an older Sting. And I'm just dying for a Sting in a singlet. I know there was one or two instances, right, in AEW where he did wrestle in the singlet. And I guess this is just what he wears more often. I get that, but here's your opportunity. Just make us a Sting in a singlet. Give us a Supreme, man. This is well overdue. This is what I feel like Jazwares is missing, man. There's so many figures that you could be giving us, but you're not. Like, come on, man. Like, stop pumping out the same Sting, you know, same formula. Give us something to get excited about. I mean, I wanted this figure to an extent, but I wasn't like, oh, wow, I can't wait till this is released. Like, give me a singlet, modern day Sting in the Supreme line. Oh, my God. I would lose my shit. But you can see he does have the scorpion detailing on the shirt. I don't really like how that separates here. You can see that gappage when you move the torso. Again, he's got the molded sleeves on. Take a look, nothing on the back. He does kind of have the scorpion designs to look like he's got the singlet on underneath. I do like the sculpting of the pants. He's got the scorpions here on his boots. All in all, it's a decent looking figure, right? But the question is it better than his unmatched figure? Because to me, that one was damn near perfect. So here we have the first unmatched Sting released by Jazwares, and I don't even think it's close. I think this figure is far superior. Look at the coat itself, right? Look at all that sculpting, all that detailing on there. There's really not much to it. The head scan, to me, this looks like a miniature version of Sting. That is so good. This, I don't know. Something is not right to me. It just does not look as good, without a doubt. This head scan was way better. I do appreciate that they went and gave us a different scan, but not even close, man. I think this one just is far superior. You can see again on the back of the coat, just a lot more detailing to it. So if you really had to have only one Jazwares Sting or AEW Sting, without a doubt, it's the unmatched one to add to your collection. But this one isn't a bad figure, just not as good. And if you guys did want to swap the heads, I mean, just look how much better this figure looks with the unmatched head versus this Unrivaled 13 head. And just a few Mattel Sting comparisons. So on the left, this is my custom Ultimate Edition Sting that I put together, as well as my custom Ultimate Edition Surfer Sting here on the right. But the one here in the middle is the Defining Moment Sting, and I think without a doubt, that is still my favorite Sting ever made. You know, if Jazwares is not going to give us a Supreme Sting, I hope he comes back to the Mattel line and we get an Ultimate, because that is much needed in our collections nowadays. And before we wrap up here with some final thoughts on all three of these figures, if you guys haven't already, do me a favor, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you guys are enjoying this video, please make sure to turn on those notification bells to stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. As far as these three figures go, I will say they're not bad figures. Are they needed in your collection? I don't know. That's tough. I guess that really is going to depend on preference. I'll start off with Sting because that's a little easier. I don't dislike this figure. I want to put it out there. It's a fine figure, right? The prior version, the unmatched figure, without a doubt blows out of the water. So if you have to get one, that's what I would say. Darby, again, the same. I like the prior release versions a little better. Not that it's bad, but is it needed? How many Darby Allins do you need in your collection, right? He's an awesome wrestler. Don't get me wrong. Do I need 15 Darbys in my collection? No, yeah, I probably need one. Maybe if there's a match or something that looks really crazy good, I'd go two, but they're just so similar. Same formula, jacket, chain, head. He doesn't come with a skateboard. So personally, I'm going to go with the prior releases. I will say Wardlow's attire, I do really like. The new head scan, I really do like. So I think that's a plus up. I think this is definitely a more toyetic version. So if you want to upgrade your Wardlow, I'd say go and grab this one. For Sting and Darby, if you have the prior versions, I say stick with those. It's not needed unless you're an AEW completist. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video review. Before you guys go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I will catch you all on the next one.